If you're thinking about moving to Alpharetta, it's just one of those great cities here in Metro Atlanta.
It definitely is, Alan.
Yes, it is.
So today we're going to bring you the pros and cons of living and visiting Alpharetta. We're going to talk about the good and the bad.
Ooh, stay tuned.
Hello everybody, this is Gamalier, broker realtor with Sturgis Realty Group.
And I'm Alan Rios. I'm the realtor with Sturgis Realty Group here in Metro Atlanta.
And today we are in the beautiful city of Alpharetta, Georgia.
Yes, it is a great city. Take a look at it behind us here, Gamalier. It's a city that we're going to be covering today. We're going to be talking about the pros of living here in Alpharetta and also the cons of Alpharetta, Georgia.
And this is definitely, Ellen, a great city. Let's start with number one pro, and that definitely has to be restaurants and shopping here in Alpharetta are excellent.
For sure. And one area that you definitely have to consider if you're going to be moving to Alpharetta or visiting has to be the Avalon.
Oh, the Avalon, amazing. Over 86 acres of space of retail, shopping, hotel, residential living, and they have everything there. And this is a walkable community, meaning that you can walk to everything as far as going to the gym, grocery, going to eat, everything is available here. And if you work here,
it's even better.
You don't even need a car.
Yeah, I mean, the commute time is much, much less. You don't have to deal with any issues there. But as he mentioned, they've got a Whole Foods there to go food shopping. I mean, they've got restaurants, shops, just everything at your fingertips there. And it's a great place to live.
Even office space too, available for rental for businesses there also. They even have a hotel there local too.
And if you're looking for a mall, well, we've got North Point Mall, and this is an area that covers 1.4 million square feet of space. So they got retail shops and restaurants galore.
They do. They have an anchor store. One of the anchor store there is Macy's, obviously. We all know Macy's. They also have H&M, JCPenney's, Lego store, Sephora. They have a lot of stores there, so you can go and shop all day there also.
Yep, and then if you're looking for more shopping and more restaurants, what about downtown Alpharetta?
That's another great area.
Yeah, they got boutique shopping if you love that as well, but they have over 50 shops and restaurants here. It's just a great place to go and spend time with the family, maybe go out for a few drinks with your friends, right?
Yeah, they got the great place, Antico Pizza, where everybody visits that, everybody knows. They got a few shops around Metro Atlanta. It's a great place to visit. But obviously, the good thing about downtown is, again, it's another walkable area of Alpharetta. You're close to the park, you're close to stores, restaurants, and also you could live and work, play there too.
Yeah, and another mixed-use community that's just north of downtown Alpharetta is the Halcyon, and this is an area, again, where you can work, live, and play. So just wanted to touch on that one as well.
And one of the newest also places here is actually that was established back in 2021 is the Maxwell.
Yeah.
This is an outdoor shopping place. You could go there. There's some excellent restaurants there too, some good shopping. But also one of the things that set them apart, they have some great concerts there also.
Yeah, that is really nice. So if you're looking for the Maxwell, you want to check that place out as well. All right, we're going to go from restaurants and shopping to number 2. Jobs.
Jobs, obviously. We can't talk about Alpharetta without talking what's going on here in Alpharetta. Did you know that Alpharetta has over 600 tech companies here located in Alpharetta?
I know, isn't that amazing?
That is.
They've got so many great companies here, and some of the Fortune 500 companies that are here in the city of Alpharetta are E-Trade, Goldman Sachs. You've got Microsoft.
Yeah,
right?
Hewlett-Packard. We have Verizon.
And then McKesson.
McKesson actually is a company
that's a healthcare and info technology company here. It's one of the premier companies here in the Alpharetta area. So you've got a lot of choices here when it comes to jobs.
And a lot of different industries, not just the tech, but you definitely have a lot of industries here in Alpharetta and all through the Metro Atlanta area. So there's definitely a lot of opportunities for those folks looking for jobs. There's a lot of opportunity here in the Metro Atlanta, especially in Alpharetta.
All right, number 3 has to be schools. And the schools here, you can't complain. They are great.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, not only in the state of Georgia are they great, national-wise as well. I mean, they compare to some of the great schools across the nation. And on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being poor to 10 being great, these schools rank between 8 and 10, Gamalier.
They definitely do, Alan. And obviously, when we talk about school, there's 4 high schools that sets apart Alpharetta, and that is Alpharetta High School, Chattahoochee High School, Denmark High School, and also Milton High School.
Yeah, that's the public school side. As far as private schools, you've got some great choices as well. Fulton Science Academy, if you've got that student that's really into the sciences, that's another great private school. And also another one is Mill Spring Academy.
Yeah, they have some excellent schools, but now talking about other things also, when we talk about number 4 pro that we chose, and definitely the outdoor here is that had to be the parks.
Yes. So a lot of green space here in Alpharetta. We're not too far away from the mountains, so you get a little bit of a taste of that. But one of the parks that stands out here in Alpharetta has to be Wills Park. And this park is the largest park in Alpharetta. It's got some great trails. They've got baseball fields. They've got a swimming pool, dog park. And what makes this park stand out, you don't really see it in many parks around Metro Atlanta. It's got an equestrian area. So if you love horses, you may want to check that place out.
Definitely. And another great park here in Alpharetta. Obviously, Alpharetta is known for outdoors. Not only you have a lot of outdoor places and park to go here in Alpharetta, but you're close to a lot of things like you mentioned, like to the up north, you have Lake Lanier, which is what they call lake living or lake weekend, what I call it. If you live in Alpharetta, you could go on the weekend. But you also have the mountains up there where you could go relax and, if you're looking for just a peace, something just to get away on the weekend,
go hiking.
Go hiking. You're very close to the mountain, but there's another park here that says Alpharetta Park. It's one of my favorite parks too. That's Webb Bridge Park, which is a multi-use park. It has soccer field. They also have a duck park. They have a kid playground, and they have a lot of trails also. But also one thing I want to mention is that here in Alpharetta, if you have children or kids or adults that play sports, there's a lot of sports that happens here, whether it's basketball, flag football, soccer. They have a lot of leagues around that you could actually enjoy with your family and the kids.
All right, now we're going to go to number 5. When we take everything in consideration here, as far as the pros, you got to think about the lifestyle, right?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, there's all types of lifestyles here. It doesn't make a difference on your age, group, whatsoever. We've got it covered.
Yeah, definitely. Alpharetta, we have, like we talked about before, we have walkable communities where you could live and walk, live and play.
Yeah.
But also, you also have all the subdivision, small subdivision, largest subdivision that offer a lot of amenities. And those amenities like tennis court, basketball, pool, and some of those subdivisions also have lakes also.
Yeah, so as we mentioned, Lake Lanier is close by. If you want to go to the mountains to, like, say, Helen, Georgia, a nice little town there to escape to. There's quite a few places to go to. If you like to go tubing, right? You want to go tubing on the Chattahoochee. Hey, I've done that.
There's a lot. There's a lot to do. So those are some of the pros of Alpharetta. Obviously, now we want to give you the other side, some of the cons that we put together. Boy. This was a list that put together. It was a little harder to put together, Alan.
Yeah, and we're going to start with our first cons, and that happens to be the traffic. And like a lot of metro Atlanta cities, right? No surprise there. I mean, Atlanta's growing consistently, and the trend is a lot of people are heading north. Yes. So they're going up towards Alpharetta, and when you have the population moving in that direction, you're going to encounter more traffic.
And that's correct. And when we talk about traffic, we talk about primarily 400 that takes you from downtown all the way up to Alpharetta. Yeah. And the 400, obviously, compared to other freeways like 75 and 85, those are large. 75 north and south is bigger, has more lanes, and obviously traffic that they've been able to work on, and they even have express lanes. But when you talk about 400, that's the challenge that they have. That you have a lot of cities like coming and up north that they've been growing, and they use 400.
Sure.
So right now, there's some projects of expanding that freeway, some things like that. But that's something, especially during the peak hours, which are in the morning or afternoon after work. That's where you see the most traffic.
All right, so let's go to number 2. As far as our second con, has to be the taxes. And the reason why we say taxes, Fulton County has some of the highest taxes in the state of Georgia.
And keep in mind, here in Georgia, we got very low taxes compared to a lot of different states. So when we say higher is compared to the other counties, when we look at all the counties around Metro Atlanta, like Cobb County, Paulding, Gwinnett, and some of those other counties around, Fulton County is a little bit higher compared to those counties. But overall, taxes in the state of Georgia and surrounding county that are pretty low compared to other places outside Georgia.
Yeah, if you're coming from New Jersey, New York, or from California, you're going to say taxes. These aren't high taxes.
Yes.
As we mentioned, compared to other counties here in the state of Georgia, it is the highest.
Yeah.
All right, number 3 con has to be home prices. You got high taxes, you're going to pay a little more as far as price for the homes that are here in the Alpharetta area.
And when we talk about prices, what we talk about is about what you get for your money.
Yep.
When you compare all the counties around in other places, other cities about Metro Atlanta area, you will see that in other places you get a little more land, more also square footage. Here, when we talk about Alpharetta, you will see that the prices are a little higher compared. You get most of the land, when you look at land here, most of the houses are built half an acre or below that compared to other counties where you're looking at between half an acre to an acre homes. You can find that similar prices than Alpharetta.
Exactly. And as far as the median home price here in the city of Alpharetta, when we take a look at all the property, single family homes, condos, townhomes, we're looking at prices on average right around $615,000, $617,000. So, that's the median price. If you're looking to get a condo or a townhome, you can still get them in the 300s to 400 range.
So, overall, obviously, compared to everything that you get, you pay with what you get.
Sure.
And Alpharetta is a great city to live, and definitely you get a lot for your money, even though compared to other areas, you get a little more square footage and more land. But now we're going to move into number 4, which is the late night life here in Alpharetta.
Yeah, if you love to go dancing, go clubbing, well, they got to lack that here in Alpharetta. That might be a pro for you if you're looking to move to Alpharetta. But as far as the late night scene, if you want to stay up till 6 in the morning, right? Isn't there a song that goes with that?
Yes. I mean, if you're young, in your 20s, 30s, or you're still clubbing in your 40s and 50s, obviously you're going to have to go to Buckhead in downtown to find an after hours nightlife. Here, don't get me wrong, Alpharetta does have a lot of bars, concerts, and music, and a lot of fun for people, for grown folks and for kids. But a lot of the restaurants will shut down during the week between 9 and 10.
Yep.
And after that, you will have to head out either to Buckhead or to downtown Atlanta to continue your party and your fun.
And don't get us wrong, the nightlife here is still great here in Alpharetta. They've got great bars and restaurants that are open to entertain you as well. All right, let's go to number 5, and this happens to be diversity in the Alpharetta area.
And when we talk about diversity, we chose diversity because we're comparing overall. And obviously, as far as restaurant, they do have a lot of diverse restaurant, different food that you will find at Alpharetta will set them apart. But as far as diversity, as people, when we look at the, Atlanta, which is a very diverse city, and the inner city of 285 is very diverse. You move up north, then you will see a little bit less on the lack of diversity. And when we talk about diversity, we also talk about the events that take place in the city. We don't see a lot of the international or different city events happening in the city. That's something maybe they want to take in consideration. But we also see that over time, diversity has grown in Alpharetta compared to many years in the past. So it's definitely something that the diversity is growing, but I would say we'll love to see some more of the diversity events happening in the city of Alpharetta.
All right, so we covered a lot of information here, Gamalier. We've got the pros and the cons, and overall, Alpharetta is a great city, right? We can't complain about Alpharetta. It's one of the safest cities in Metro Atlanta as well. So when you take everything in consideration, the great shopping, the restaurant scene, just the lifestyle and way of life in Alpharetta, it's all top notch.
Yeah, whether you're someone who's here in Metro Atlanta or live in Alpharetta or live out of state or outside the country, we'd love to help you. If you're moving in to buy a home, or if you're in the area looking to sell prior, we could help you with that. Or whether you're an investor looking to invest in Alpharetta, we also have a sister company, Solution Property Management, that could help you with all through when it comes to finding the property, renting the property, and with property management services also.
And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell. We want to have you in our YouTube family here, Sturgis Realty Group. Check out our list of videos below. We've got videos that cover different cities around Metro Atlanta and also different real estate topics as well.
And we also have a video of Alpharetta.
That's right.
Take a look at that video so you find out more about the city of Alpharetta and what makes the city special.
All right, thank you for watching. We'll talk to you next time.
Have a great day.